So, good morning once again, everyone. The last video was about C.V. Raman, the pride of India, and we have finished half of the lesson. Today I am going to continue this lesson, but just let's have a quick revision of the last day's class. In the last class, we read that C.V. Raman was very happy when he heard the news that A.H. Compton has won the Nobel Prize. As he was so delighted and he was also lost in thought, he was thinking that when Compton has proved that the nature of X-ray or whatever research he has done, he got success, I am also not too far. I am also going to prove my experiment, and soon I am going to give my own theory of lights to the world. Now, it was the year 1927 when he was in his laboratory doing his experiments. And in the year 1928, he announced about his discovery, about the new radiation. Okay. So, we already read this, and we also saw that this man, C.V. Raman, was excellent scientist because the experiment he was doing without using any advanced equipment. The equipment he was using, that was only of rupees 200. So, because of the experiment he did and the new radiation, the discovery of new radiation he announced, because of that he also won Nobel Prize in the year 1930 in physics. And we read that he was born on 7th November 1888 at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. And we saw that he was a brilliant student. His father was also a physics teacher. And as he was such a bright student, after his matriculation, his parents were keen to send him abroad for the higher studies. But he was not physically fit. There were some problems, there were some health issues, and a British doctor advised that he should not go out of the country. That's why he had to do his MA from the Presidency College. He did his MA course at Presidency College in Chennai, or at that time the name was Madras. So we are going to we are going to continue the lesson after that. Let's see what is there after this. Science had already made an impression on him, and he began to write research papers for science journals. When he was only 19, he became a member of the Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. Now see, it was a great achievement. It is something which is next to impossible for the boys at this time, because only at the age of 19 he became a member of Indian Association for Cultivation of Science. And not only that, why did he become a member? Because he had made a very good impression because of his writings. He was writing on research papers for science journals. He was such an intelligent boy. He impressed many people, and in a very early age he was on the way to success. Now see what happens. Meanwhile, respecting his parents' wishes, he took up an administrative job in the finance ministry in Calcutta. His interest in science, however, did not flag. He used to spend his hours after office in the lab of the association, working throughout the night. So here you see he was not only intelligent, he was cooperative, he was a well matured person. He felt that he should help his parents financially, so he took up a job. His parents also wanted him to be settled, so he took up a job in the administrative, it was an administrative job in the finance ministry, in which place at present it is known as Kolkata. But here you can see one line is written here, did not flag. However, his interest towards science did not flag. Now what is the meaning of did not flag? You can see here this line, it did not flag. What is the meaning of did not flag? It means it did not become less. As he was interested in science, that interest was as it is. So during the daytime he was working in the office, and the rest of the time he was giving in his lab with his favorite subject, with what do I say, it was part of his life, science. He used to spend his nights in the laboratories. Now have a look to the next line. In his youth, Raman was mainly interested in acoustics, the science of sound. See, what is the meaning of acoustics? Acoustics meaning is also given here beside the word. Acoustics is the science of sound. Science of sound. So he was interested in the science of sound too. He studied how stringed instruments like the violin and the sitar could produce harmonious music. As you can see, the different musical instruments play pleasant, when we play them, it gives pleasant sound to our ears. They produce melodious sound, what do I say, harmonious music. So he was interested to know that too, that how can these machines sounds like this. It means, see, that there are many kinds of sounds. When there are horns of buses, cars, lorries, we can't tolerate that sound because it is not pleasant to our ears. But the sound of any musical instrument, it sounds good. So he was also interested in these different types of sounds, to know more about this. Now coming to the next line, he was elected to the Royal Society of London in 1924, and the British government made him a Knight of the British Empire in 1929. Now have a look to this word Knight, K-N-I-G-H-T. See, there is a word, if we remove this K, it will be only night, N-I-G-H-T, night. But that night is the time, morning, night, afternoon. But this spelling, the night of this spelling starts with K, K-N-I-G-H-T. So the meaning of this knight is a man of higher rank, or you can say a person with some title, or in the society when anybody gets higher rank, it's a post, you can understand in this way, it's a higher rank post. So he was honored for any great scientist. It was a high honor. See, because getting such a great post was not easy for anyone. So he got this post from the British Empire in the year 1929. Now coming to the next line, his advice to young scientists was to look at the world around them and not to confine themselves to their laboratories. The essence of science, he said, is independent thinking and hard work, not equipment. So he has given a very good suggestion or advice, a very important advice to the scientists, those who are practicing now and for the next generation too. C.V. Raman says that one should look around himself. So if we look around ourselves, there are many things from that we can learn. He says that we should not confine ourselves in the laboratories, because if you do research and you are with your laboratory, or you are inside the laboratory whole day doing experiments, and you are unknown to the world, then you cannot be a good scientist. You have to keep yourself attached with all other things in the nature, because see, equipments matters, but the thing is, you should have independent thinking. You can make anything your equipment. Equipment doesn't mean the machines or the tools that we buy out from outside in higher price. Your own thought, the easy or simple things which is present around you, you can use all those things as your equipment. Even your hard work can also work as your equipment. So you just need to think independently. Your thinking should be independent, and you should be in touch with all other things. You can get idea from any place or from anywhere. It is not necessary that only with the machines you can solve all your problems. Your solution for your problem can be anywhere. You just need to find it out. Coming to the next line, C.V. Raman was the first Indian scholar who studied wholly in India and received the Nobel Prize. He was the first Asian and the first non-white to win such a great award in science. Now see, C.V. Raman, as we saw that he wanted to go out, his parents wanted to send him out for the higher studies, but due to some health issue, he couldn't go out. And his studies, he had done all his studies in India. It means in his own country. But see, it is sometimes there is a mentality that if we go out, if we study in abroad, if we study in the foreign countries, we are going to get good education. But it is just a thinking. If you are interested to learn something, if you have that talent, you can learn from anywhere, from any country, from anybody. So good teachers, good universities or schools, sometimes they matter, but the most important thing is you. If you want to learn, if you have interest, then you can learn it from anywhere. So C.V. Raman was the person who studied in India, did not go for higher studies to anywhere. The whole education was from India, and after his education, along with that, he did many experiments on science, and he, already you read that, he said about, he announced his discovery. What was his discovery? His discovery was on the lights. What did he say? His experiments was on light, and the new radiation was announced or was launched by this person, this great scientist, C.V. Raman. Now see, have a look to this page, this line, and he was also the first Asian and first non-white. What is the meaning of non-white? Non-white means white, the Britishers, the Americans, the foreigners, those who look white. So non-white means he was Indian, and he got such great award for the first time. He was the first Asian, not Indian, in the whole Asia. Do you understand the meaning of first Asian? In the whole Asia, he was the first one who won such a great award, which is called Nobel Prize. Now, coming to the next line, he passed away in 1970 on November 21. But his memories are with us. February 28, the day on which he discovered the Raman effect, is celebrated as National Science Day to commemorate his remarkable achievement in science. See, you already celebrate Science Day, you know about National Science Day, but many people think that it is the birthday of C.V. Raman. That is a wrong thought. It is not the birthday. When was he born? He was born on 7th November. So 7th November is his birthday. But we celebrate National Science Day on 28th February. What is the reason? Why do we celebrate National Science Day on 28th February because on this day he discovered the Raman effect. What was the Raman effect? You already know, it was about the lights. He did experiment on the lights and he proved what he said, that his experiment, what he proved on lights, that experiment was Raman effect. So as he has given us the Raman effect on February 28, so this day is celebrated as National Science Day. So it was a great achievement, but there is a sad thing about this, that we have lost this great personality. Now he is no more, he is not with us. He passed away in the year 1970 on November 21. But his great achievements, his memories are with us, his work is with us. So he will always be respected in the whole world, and everybody, they know about this great personality, C.V. Raman. We can never forget his achievements and the dedication towards the work, what he has done for the country, for the whole world. So this was the lesson of C.V. Raman. As I have told you to read these word meanings, today I am reminding you once again, just go through these word meanings and you can read the whole lesson at home. The lesson is taught. Now it is your work to go through this lesson once, and it is not only about reading, understand and read it. There will be some comprehension passages from different lesson. So whenever it comes from this lesson or from any lesson what I have taught, you should answer to each and every question. So you read in such a way so that you can answer to any question if it is asked from this lesson. So keep practicing at home, keep working hard. Thank you and have a good day.